Well, we have breaking news out of college football. UNLV's quarterback has just quit on the team. QB Matthew Sluka exits UNLV, says representation not upheld. I just quickly read through this, Cricket, and honestly, this guy is quitting on his team. There's no other way to say it. Um, it's kind of embarrassing. Kind of sounds like a baby being a poor sport. But he said the starting quarterback for UNLV announced Tuesday night on social media that he will not play any more games this season. Sluka said that he will instead use his redshirt year. Here's what he said on social media, quote, I committed to UNLV based on certain representations that were made to me, which were not upheld after I enrolled. Despite discussions, it became clear that these commitments would not be fulfilled in the future. I wish my teammates the best of luck this season and hope for their continued success with the program, end quote. So it sounds like it was an NIL type deal, and he's not getting his end of the bargain, but I don't care at that point. I mean, we're not talking like you're going to Ohio State and you were promised the moon and the sun. You're going to UNLV, and to quit on your team like that when you're having such a good season because what? You didn't get an extra $50,000. You know what I mean?
At
Like,
UNLV.
yeah, it's like what
No,
else could be going? I mean, look at this. He posted this. I mean, that's I guess nice little image there. Good job. But what a bum, dude. The senior has completed 21 of 48 passes for 318 yards, 6 touchdowns with 1 interception for the Rebels, who are 3-0 this season. He also has rushed 39 times for 286 yards and a score. In a 23-20 win over Kansas on September 13th, Sluka led the Rebels on 18 play 75-yard drive that ended with Kylan James scoring on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Okay. UNLV is scheduled to host Fresno State this Saturday. Man, what a this. So he tell me.
Go back down. Go back down.
Huh?
Go back down to the bottom. So he's already played. Says he's going to use a redshirt year, but this is not a freshman, right? Says this guy has already played. He's already a senior, and he's played 4 years at Holy Cross. Sounds like to me, man, somebody's gotten his ear, and they probably didn't promise. It probably wasn't. I feel like there's other people kind of maybe influencing the decision here. They're like, hey, man, you don't play right now. You stop playing right now. We could transfer again and use this as an excuse, and we can go play somewhere else, get extra year of college football out of it again.
It sounds like that. I just don't like the fact that he's quitting on his team. Also, UNLV, what the hell are you doing? Stick to your promises.
I would like to know.
Especially when you're 3-0, and this guy is clearly one of the reasons why you're 3-0. Like, if you promised him $100,000 or a new car or something, what are you doing? Go down there and do it.
I mean, we are in Vegas. It ain't like they can't come up with the money.
Yeah, I just saw a lady yesterday. She did a slot machine for $3.78 and won $2.1 million. You guys can find the money there in Vegas.
Jeez, man, some people just live right. That's crazy.
I know, right?
I would like to know what part of his deal they didn't follow through on.
Do you think we'll find out?
No, I'm sure eventually.
Or is he playing this close to the chest while he sees if UNLV folds?
He might be like I said, he might be doing that. Maybe seeing if he can got a little leverage here and stuff like that. But it may wind up. I mean, I'm sure UNLV is going to have a statement out on this thing too. They're going to at least defend themselves and say what went down here, because that's not a good look for recruiting either. Like, if you got a guy right here that's your starting quarterback, you're 3 games in, you're undefeated, and all of a sudden the guy decides he don't want to play anymore because of something that was promised to him that didn't happen. What recruits are going to want to come to your school after that? So it's a bad look for UNLV. So they got to do something. They got to either follow through with their deal, or they got to speak out why they weren't supposed to give this guy this or whatever. I want to know what it was he didn't get that he said he was promised.
I really don't like it's a sour taste of him just quitting on his team like that, though. You're 3-0, you're having a great season. Think of your teammates.
I do hate this part about money. So, like, because I mean, I'm sure it was the same way for you, but for me, it's never about anything but playing the game, man. The competitive nature, going out there competing against another dude, having your brothers behind your back and all that stuff. I don't like this either, man. I don't like how you've already been through fall camp. You've already been through the first month of the season. You've built a bond with these guys, and now you're just going to leave them hanging out to dry. I ain't about that life, man.
No. And what happened to, I was raised where if you start something, you finish it.
Yep.
No matter how much. I remember there's this one season of baseball, and I got onto this all-star team, and it was just miserable. My dad hated it. I hated it. But my dad's like, you're not quitting. You're going to tough this out, and then we don't have to do it next year because you started it, right?
Yep. The
You gave your word. You said you were going to do it. You do it, and then once you're done, you fulfill your obligations. Then you can walk away after that.
The only thing my parents ever let me walk away early from, and I told you this before, the one year I tried wrestling, and I was out there for probably 2 or 3 weeks, and I was just a big kid, bro, and I never had any matches. Like there were no kids my size to wrestle, and waited all night. And finally got that wrestling match, and then 2 chicks got in a fight outside the arena, and my match got cut short. And my mom, I wasn't gonna quit, but my mom could just tell I was so bummed on the way home. She was like, "You want me to go find you a basketball team?" I was like, "Please, mom." Please. So it's like I wasn't quitting and just sitting on my ass. I was still going to do something. But that's the only time my parents have ever let me out there. But yeah, you start something, you finish it, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a poor excuse too. And AK has a good thing here. He says, "What happened to the game we love? Sitting out bowls, now sitting out seasons." Just because think about it. Okay, let's think about what you were just saying there. And that's right, Alan. He is a quitter. And
Straight up.
let's just think about what you said. So if he is sitting out redshirting because maybe someone is saying, "Hey, we can transfer you this next year and we'll get you another NIL deal at a bigger school and you're playing well," someone will want to pay you and bring you in. Who's going to want to bring you in? Who's going to want to bring a quitter in?
Right? That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing.
I'm sure this guy is good, but I don't think he's that good. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to be a Heisman winner for you.
Let's just be honest. He played 4 years at Holy Cross and transferred to UNLV. It's not like he's a world beater.
Yeah. Ohio State still doesn't come knocking.
No, they still ain't said a word, man. They said, "We'll take this guy from out of Kansas State." Still ain't said a word to you, man. They ain't even picked up the phone. So I don't know how much leverage you have here if you're this guy. But once again, I don't like starting something, especially like I said, it ain't like anything's making you don't have any kind of injury you're worried about or anything like that. This is just solely because you want to pout a little bit. Like I said, I want to know what part of his NIL deal or whatever is causing this made him decide that it wasn't worth playing anymore. Because I mean, there's no way this could be like Jaden Rashada that went down to Florida and was promised $4 million in NIL, and they got down there and they were like, "No, we ain't got it. Sorry, man." And so he transferred back to Arizona State and now is at Georgia. But, I don't feel like this is that deal. They didn't promise this kid millions of dollars and just showed up and was like, "Hey, sorry, we ain't got it." So I want to know what they didn't give him.
Yeah, I don't get it either, but we'll have to follow this story and see how it unfolds. But you guys in the comments, let us know how you think. What do you think's going on here? Do you think Sluka here is a quitter, or do you think, hey, he's got to get his money, he's got to do what's best for him? Let us know in the comments below. Smash the like button, like this video. We'll catch you guys on the next one.